Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Click the button. Let's get into it. I wish I could say cheers, but we're not on the hard stuff. Oh. Anyway, yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we streamed last. Reasons, busy. Illness and Foundry itself taking a big giant steamy shit. But yeah, we're back. We are back. Straight off the bat, though, man. Arillan, thank you very much for the 24-month resub. I appreciate it. Callie coming in with the 41-month. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Scobsu, thank you for the 54-month resub. I appreciate it. Lee with the 46. Someone make a dick joke. Yes, that would be Callie. Yes, Durs, we are indeed just dicking around over here. But yeah, welcome in. Episode 37. Pariahs. Just bring everyone in.
Is it because you've had a nap?
Hello.
I think so.
Hello. Sorry.
No, carry on. I'm intrigued.
We'll laugh at that jump because she just finds everything amusing like a toddler.
Yeah? Oh, by all means, jump. Fill us in.
Well, you had said someone would make a dick joke, and then you had said something about that's Callie, and I just started giggling, and I don't know. You're probably just gonna hear random giggles all night, but I think Lucius is right. I think it's because I got a really good nap today.
Sure. I'm on board with that. That sounds plausible. Sneeze, 53-month resub, happy anniversary. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you? Yeah, with that, welcome back, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks.
It has.
Far too long.
Far too long. It seems like, we had 2 weeks off, and then we managed to do a session, and another 2 weeks off. It's painful.
It's fucking bullshit is what it is.
Talking about bullshit. Go on, Cypher. Cue us all in.
Alright, Keeper of the Law is just waffling bullshit, is he? Alright, I see how it is. Alright, we start off last episode with the four of us that were awake down by the riverside, having a little chat with Asmund, getting what we were fucking owed, like the good little chads that we are. Namely, two of his crew, a big trunk that Desmond was like, I am liberating this. You're welcome. What else we got? We got the paperwork for the folly and what was it? Wooden tokens for passes in. Well, sneaky passes, ferry passes into the West Commons. Is it West Commons or both Commons?
Either or.
Cool. Into the Commons district. Cool. And then we potted on back and we found Miss Sleepyhead herself. You've just had a nap.
Life imitates art, so on and so forth.
You talked about being sleepy, so it made me start yawning.
Fucking hell. So we caught her up and she regaled us of what made her so fucking tired. Turns out, a roast boar, and a cult is what she was up to. Cult of the Red Cross, which definitely won't come back to bite us in the fucking arse.
No, they're
right?
good.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
good.
sure. Yeah. Are they? Are they good?
They're there. They're there for disasters and in your time of need.
All right. Until they stop making their own disasters, so they can help people.
You just gave Solution an idea.
like he hadn't pondered it before.
Ah.
You're probably right.
I was gonna say, wait till they start walking around asking for donations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And blood.
Kicking your door down.
So yeah, that happened, and then we finished up with a little visitor society, and they were like, "Oh, shit, he's gone. Fuck, that was you? Cool. That was really well done. Well done, guys. We can get back to work. Thank fuck."
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
More or less.
They were- well, minus the coroner, because he was just kind of like, "I don't give a fuck."
Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, where you been? Where you told me to be? Yeah, fucking see that. Fuck.
Like, you're late. And didn't we get a visit from? Was that last episode we got a visit from Valentina? That said
We
they had
did.
the Kruger
Yeah.
in hand.
Yeah, but he was unable to talk at the moment, probably because he got curb stomped.
Yeah, gotta let him heal up before you curb stomp him again. That's only fair.
Yeah. So yeah, we have that to deal with, and
Yeah.
Vanya got some what was it? Dream crystals? What are they called?
Yeah. In a nutshell, they are a Fae-esque gemstone that allows you to basically peer into the dreams and not so much peer, but appear in the dreams of others. When a hag gives you something like that, whether it's good news is to be seen.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
And that was pretty much all it was, because then after that we disappeared and started scheming, and plotting and planning.
Yeah. Also, congratulations on that there level 6 as well.
Oh yeah, we got level 6.
Yeah. 36 episodes in, 2 levels.
So healthy, guys. Oh my god, never mind.
I think 1 level per 18 episodes is fair.
Steady going.
Calm yourself.
I know, I need to. I need to sort of rein it in a bit now. I need to start throwing some flaws out there. All right. So, yes, there was a little bit of plotting behind the scenes and planning on the path forward. But with that then, I guess really, anything else anyone wishes to bring to the old table before we begin?
I think we're good.
Cool. Alright, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we ended last session back at the usual spot of the Baron's Folly. So with that, allow me to bring us into the I wish you could say new and improved Folly, but it's the original artwork I made for the Folly months ago
Totally
that I completely forgot to use. Lee, April 28th for level 7. Consider it done.
That's 18 sessions away. Pencil it in.
There we go. Let me. No, I'm just gonna pin it. There we go. That's pinned.
It's canon now.
It's canon.
What have you done?
Oh, yes. Okay. So then, bringing us back into Pariahs. Having had a day or so of downtime rest, a little bit of recuperation and plotting. You all retired for the night, and eventually the sun rose over the horizon. Not that you would be able to see it in Novostoya, considering the sky's always dark, but nevertheless, morning arose. At this, I would imagine Garrett would be out bright and early, tending to whatever issues and little tasks that he has. But unless anyone has anything in particular they wish to do first thing in the morning that they wish to bring to our attention, we'll basically just skip through straight till, I would say, early morning. Well, late morning, early afternoon, where all of you would have eventually found yourselves back to the Folly.
I just want to say that if anyone was looking for Reza in the morning, she was up bright and early and is down in the cellar rooms, kind of making a to-do list of improvements she wants to make to the rooms that she claimed.
Alright. Well, in fact, you know what? Let's have a little bit of an informal recap on the plans going forward. Obviously, we had a chat, out of character, but I think it might be an idea for us to at least expand on this a bit. So, rather than finding yourselves in the basement, you all eventually make your way into the Folly. At this point, business is due to open, but hasn't done just yet. Off in the far corner is Falco, who's also now back on the beat as such. You're all gathered around, the sort of the central table near the fire. And Falco, as he pulls up a stool next to the fire, sits down and looks over the gathered party. Well, all right. Yesterday's, properly back, full swing, business as usual, eh?
I guess, but I mean, maybe not as usual.
Falco raises a brow briefly. So, obviously, it might be a time to fill me in. What is the plan now? And we've no longer got Mr. fucking Armored stomping around the district, turning tables over. The rest of the other issues, Anvara, she's well and truly fucking gone. Apart from that bastard Kruger, I think I dare say we've got it nicely in the bag.
Do we?
Well, that's why I'm asking you lot.
I mean, Mac's gang, gone. Asmund's gang, gone. We're the only one left.
Surely that's a good thing. No one
Is
to...
it?
Well, we're not going to worry about anyone else snapping at our heels now. We can do what we want, where we want. I mean, as long as we don't piss off some of the guards, then, hey, I think it's not a bad position for us to be in.
You don't think people will take that as a, sign it was their time to step up? Fill in the void, as it were?
Anyone else?
It does seem like now would be the time that people would start trying to carve out their own little spaces from all the open area.
Especially now that the Inquisitor's gone. God knows who'll come crawling out the holes nowadays.
Reza was half dozing, and then she's like, "Carve? What are we coughing? What are we coughing?"
Carving.
Reza, we're talking about the lower streets, all of the area, now that everyone has departed except for, well, us. As far as
Oh.
people who control things outside of
Right.
the district
I-
office and the guards.
I knew that. I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm totally paying attention.
So we can expect that some people, vermin and such, will come and try to find their own little hidey holes here and to take up some territory.
And as they should. I mean, they should seize the day if that's what
Wait.
makes them happy, right?
Like, Vanya, but if they do that, we'll have to kill them like we killed all the vermin in the basement. Remember that?
We can redirect their goals. And,
Yeah.
and they can still be happy.
I mean, that's not a
Indirect
bad
their
idea.
goals.
Well, wait, if any of them are any good, wouldn't we want to, like, hire them on?
I mean, we're pretty low on numbers, right? Even with the 2
Yeah.
new hires.
Yeah. What's their names again? I don't remember.
That was Desmond's homework.
Let's.
Let's see.
Name generator.
I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
Something. But in the meantime, we should keep an eye out for people, new faces, and people scoping out the folly, most likely.
Falco offers a nod and glances around. So what you're saying then is you want me and the lads to keep a lookout, or are we wanting to, like, I don't know, hire a few, pay off some of the poor eyes and ears?
What do you think, Garrett?
Information is power, so spread a bit of silver around. Get some people on side.
You know, Garrett, what I've been telling people, encouraging people, so what we need to look for is those that have courage, because I've been telling them, courage starts with showing up and letting yourself be seen. So we will likely see them.
I mean, that's all well and good, but maybe if they want to be seen, what about some sort of notice board? If we're going to start scoping a few people out, then perhaps we get like some odd jobs board that we stick outside, or maybe outside the door, or at least near the gates, near the street. Last thing we want is some of the riffraff from popping their heads in, but might not be a bad idea.
Probably a good idea to farm out some of the more simpler tasks as a audition.
Throw them a few
No.
scraps. Go on, Reza.
Exactly. No, I was about to agree with you because we're in a really good spot right now. I think from we're the saviors of Lower Streets and Market Row, right? So if we start hiring people, paying them for work, that's people are gonna love that shit, right?
You think so?
Question. Audition. You said the word audition. What, are we just gonna get them to stand on the stage and pick up heavy barrels and sacks? How do we get them to audition?
We give them a job
shit
if
job,
they
yeah.
survive. they pass the
Oh,
audition.
I was thinking they would just show us what they got on the stage. Okay.
No, not that kind of audition.
I don't have time to watch people lifting things. I give them a job. If they bring it back what I want, the job's complete. That's good enough.
Well, that makes sense. I was just trying to, I thought maybe we were gonna audition them before they actually did the job to see if they could do the job. The job required heavy lifting, or
I mean, if their blood leaves their body before the job's ended, they've failed the audition.
Do you need me to give them words of encouragement before they go?
Don't die.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one, Cypher.
Yep, I thought so.
Hey, Rayvon, how you doing?
Don't die.
I'm beast.
Don't fail. Keep your
Oh,
mouth
you
shut.
both.
That's probably good enough.
Yeah, if they can't do any of those things, really, audition failed,
I was just gonna say maybe we could say, things like, you may ask yourself, are you good enough?
Nah.
And then we would say, yes, you are.
The way we'll know if they're good enough or not is if they're alive or dead.
Yeah, got the point. So, hang on a minute. So, what sort of things? Is there anything off the top of your head that I could at least put down? What do we want?
Cypher holds up a list.
At this point, Falco's already taken like a pencil and a piece of parchment from his pouch. Just as he's about to start writing, looks up, sees your cipher, and is like, "All right, okay, never mind then.
Yep.
Go on."
What we got on here? Saltpeter.
Yes, for my musket.
Wait. Oh, hang on. Musket. And are we manufacturing explosives now? Is that?
No. I have a musket, Falco.
Speaking of manufacturing, Cypher, did you put down the mushrooms on the list?
Oh, wait. Takes a quill out. Dips in the mushrooms. Mushrooms. Oh wait, should be more descriptive. Yellow ones, brown spots. Careful
Vanya,
for the
like-
tree stump.
Careful of the tree stump.
Oh, but what about the and Vanya looks at Garrett. I want to spread some
Manure?
happiness.
Oh.
And I felt like that one time when we made the positivity that it really did the job, and that we could maybe earn some extra coin, and I could make some business in some of the other areas. Garrett, can I have it back, and can we make more?
Shouldn't we water it down first?
Well, hold on. What if we sold it to the toffs in the what's that district called again? The coin flow?
And all the other districts. We could start in the coin flow.
Yeah, give it to that fella that sold you the leather. What was his name?
So, just very quickly, since we've had a refresh of the old Foundry, your boys put a bit of work in. In the top right,
boys.
journal, associates, all of the now known associates, potential enemies, allies, contacts, so on and so forth, has now been updated and put in there with all of the bits and pieces of details. So, should you need anything, crew, your journals are now good to go.
Well, goddamn.
Mm-hmm. So, in answer to your question, the man's name should be in there somewhere.
It is.
fact,
He is a known enemy.
is he a known enemy?
Yeah, he's a known enemy because he tried to set them up, right?
He was. That's the one. So, Vanya and Desmond, the chap who you spoke with who tried to rip you off, Theodore Alton of the Coinflow District, owner of the Tanned Ass Leather Supplies.
Oh, yes. Oh, the tanned ass. Well, yeah, we will have to. I'm sure we'll cross paths with him again sometime. Hmm.
So the
Okay, so I'm
question,
putting
go on.
positivity mushrooms on the list, yeah?
Right,
Well,
Gary?
they came from the botanist.
Shit.
And before I agree to any sale of this substance, it will not be sold in Market Road to our people. It will be sold in other districts for an exorbitant fee.
We want to try selling it to Osmond first?
Well,
Probably not a bad place to test it out.
Oh no! So go on.
didn't he say that his new place was like fancy as fuck or some shit?
He
Yeah, he
did.
said it was huge. He had carpets. I don't even know what a carpet
Oh.
is.
Like, if he's got carpeting, he can get some positivity sold for us.
It's like a rug
Huh?
everywhere.
Well, like on the walls and that?
Well, like on the floor.
It's like fabric on the floor.
So it's just a big rug?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Right? Isn't it like fabric on the floor?
I don't
Okay.
know.
And that carpet is.
I grew up with stone floors. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
This Falco nods. So, mushrooms. I guess the positivity idea is on the cards. If well, again.
If we could source the product, yeah.
All right. I hope you know what you're doing. In fact, Garrett, I trust you explicitly. I'm sure you have a plan for it. I remember the last batch. Oh, has that been stewing in your room for the last few weeks as well?
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, God.
That's why we're going to water it down greatly.
Ah, you're smart.
Yeah, so that's a way we can probably make some money. Probably, probably going to need someone, to really kind of dig in here, Lower Streets and Market Road, make sure the new administration is going the way that we want it. And try to keep an eye on any troubles that might pop up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to control both the Polter and the Piker, too. I mean, we don't have the numbers now, but maybe we can,
Yeah.
soon. And if somebody tries to take them, we can either, bring them to heal. Bring them to heal, that is it.
Vassalize.
Basilize, that's the one.
All right, so basically then what it sounds like the plan is that we're going to just take Piker, Polter, roll it under us. I'm going to need I'm going to need some help. I'm not sure I can manage grilling that many people.
Garrett, I know how we can test guards. Put them in the fight ring down below. Yeah?
Is it ready?
No,
Probably not.
it's not even started.
Uh,
I'm a fucking visionary right now, okay?
it's fair.
Have you found my stash of positivity?
No, I blame Vanya.
I have been, when she's kind of resting, been whispering through her door some words of encouragement. I think it's working.
I dare say at this point, everyone in the room has got some expression of horror plastered across their face, either from a somewhat, I would imagine, Garrett's disapproving look to Falco's just pale, horrified face.
That's why I've not been sleeping in my room.
Been talking to then.
I don't know.
Yourself?
Probably a very
Probably.
confused rat.
I mean, it sounded like somebody was in there, but you're totally right. It could have been a brat.
One very chipper spider. But yes, the staffing issue is something we're going to have to address. We want more normal guards because Finn, Errol, and George, we trust them more than the average person now. And I think they would be perfect for the below-ground activities that I have planned.
Yeah, and then during the day we could just give them their own little group of men, right? They can run a small crew each, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5.
Yeah. But once the fighting ring has been constructed, I would trust only those with that knowledge and access.
You're going to need some help with that. Because I was down there earlier this morning.
Probably.
There's a lot of work to be done.
There is. I need to speak to Dwayne further and ideally hire some out-of-town help that will stay and work below ground until we've completed the task.
That's
Well,
going to
if
be
you
a
have to
tall
speak with
order.
Gwen,
Falco motions towards you, Desmond, to carry on. Sorry.
if you have to talk to Dwen about it, make sure to bring up that we helped negotiate the sale of our bookstore store for her for a very, very reasonable price.
Oh yes, I would definitely be using that.
All right, so fucking jobs, right? Renovate downstairs, fighting ring, right? Potentially hire some laborers, builders, or something. That's the vibe I'm getting.
They must be from out of town, though.
Out of town, all right. We don't want no one. Okay. Shrooms.
And with a good,
Go on.
oh, I was gonna add with the good outlook.
With a positive, fucking beaming outlook on life.
Yep.
Strikes through on the paper. Looks over towards you, Vanya, and arches a brow. All right. Good luck. Shrooms and a little trip to the forest to gather a few materials. That's the other one. We've also got saltpeter from... I'll do some digging, see if I know of anyone who knows where to get that from. Got a musket? How did you get a musket? All right. So next, anything else that's on the docket?
Maybe some talent for the fighting ring.
All right, talent.
It doesn't have to be people talent as well, Falco. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean, do I?
No. What are we
And Reza makes like a clawing motion as she makes that sound. Animals, Falco. Animals.
All right. Cool.
Flip the switch.
Animals. Does it have just anything? Is that anything that can fight?
Well,
I guess.
Yeah, as long as it's dangerous and entertaining, I guess.
Is that what we're doing it for? Is just for entertainment?
No, Vanya,
No.
we're doing it for money.
Oh, people will pay to. That will make them happy.
Violence makes people very happy, Vanya. Especially when
That's
it's not
wagering.
directed towards them. Oh, sorry, Daisy.
Gambling.
Oh, I just said, once you add some wagering, people are. It's amazing how much people get invested in it.
Literally.
Okay, so when I'm out, I'll look for some big, strong arms, to make people happy.
Any leads on anything interesting that I could perhaps get together a few people for? And have you got anything in mind? I guess that sort of meow. Yeah. Any ideas?
You know where the sewer entrance is up by Asmund's place?
What, on the canals to Farwater or? God,
Yes.
not Farwater. Fuck me. Dirktown. Aye.
Yeah. So do you know the big things that hunt rats in the sewers?
All right. Fuck me. How am I gonna sell that to someone? Oh, just go
It's
into the fucking
injured.
sewers.
No.
Okay.
No, it's injured. It's badly hurt. It might be missing an eye, but it's alright because it's got 12.
All right. Falco begins to scribble down on this piece of paper. All right. Excavation into sewers to bring back the fucking Savager. Sure, why not? That's... How hard can it be to find some idiots for that one?
I mean, it's slightly imperfect. It'll be singed around the edges. I believe it had a run-in with some fire at some point in its life. It'll be fine.
You could always put it down as like mapping out the sewers and recovering things, and just omit that there might be a giant monstrosity down there.
Falco points his pencil towards you, Desmond. That's a fucking brilliant idea. All right, we'll use that one. So, with that then, all right, I think that... what are we wanting to pay these fuckers, by the way? Anything in particular, or, silver, meals, drink? What are we thinking?
Little as possible, really, until we know we can trust them.
Hmm.
Food, a night's lodging, a handful of scraps here and there.
Yeah. Garrett, I really think that's going to be more valuable to people, especially those who's like wherever they were living but might have burnt down, like...
We're paying them with a chance of future employment.
All right. At this, you notice that Falco's eyes are still hovering over this Savager incident. He's like, so, can I ask, just like, those fucking potions? It's a big ask, but that's kind of my carrot on the stick. If you've got a spare one that I could, that I could use just in case, if let's say I send 4 down and only 1 comes back and he's got his arm cut off, he's like, oh, I got it, and I'm like, oh, here you go, don't die, and I might go a long way.
What is that one that I have that's kind of weird?
I have an idea. No, his thought. Hear me out.
All right, go on.
And Garrett, let me know. You know the botanist better than I, but we could ask her maybe what are the ingredients she needs to make those potions, and set out some people to go get them, and say reward for successfully getting lots of materials to make them is they get one.
It's not bad. And I'm going to regret saying this, but on completion, I might be able to supply some medical care for them.
Fuck. You, alright.
Oh,
Fucking
free
hell.
funeral services if they die. How about that?
Medical aid. Potentially, alright. A free funeral. Not sure what that entails, but I'll put it down on the list anyway, I guess.
Or something
Well,
else to feed
there
the
is a
rats.
small, there is a small vegetable garden out back. That I like nicely.
Yeah, no, that's really smart, Desmond. That's recycling. I like it.
As long as they bring the bodies back.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I think that'll give me something to work with for a while at least on the old job front, and perhaps rustling up a little bit more, a few more helping hands. If anything of interest crosses my path, I'll let you all know. Anything else that you want me to add to this, or that you want to tell me before I roll this thing up and go on?
When you put completion of a job, automatically fast tracks you to employment.
Alright.
Consideration for employment.
That's better.
Yeah.
What if, though, have we considered, like, if we send, like, a group of them and only one of them is really useful and the other just ride on the coattails of the other?
Consideration.
gonna know?
That's where it's consideration.
Oh.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's Market Row. Anyone who can't pull their weight, the rest of them will probably just leave them for fucking dead anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or kill them themselves.
Or killing themselves. Hey, it won't be a problem. They're like rats. In fact, you know what? I dare say that most of the rats have got more social etiquette than the vast majority of people in Nova Stoya, but how well. Continues to scribble down. Alright. So, with Falco rolling the parchment up and tucking it into his shirt, he claps his hands together, stands up. Alright, well, with that then, I guess I'm gonna fuck off and actually do some proper work for a change, since that's kind of what you're paying me to do. So, anything else I can do for you lot before I get cracking with this?
I don't think I require anything else from you.
Not yet. Maybe later tonight.
I'm gonna be a busy man. I might be tired. Alright, I'll see you later. And with that, Falco smirks, turns on his heel, heads towards the main door. As he slides the bolt across and begins to lift the wooden beam, as he pokes his head through just to depart, he is met with a somewhat familiar white masked face. Immediately, a finger's planted on his chest and pushes him back into the folly. Hello, it's only me. I'm wondering when you were going to open.
Like a locked door ever stopped you from getting anywhere?
Oh, see, when the metal bar's down, I don't have the strength. I'd have to crawl through the window. No, now's not the time really for pleasantries. There has been a slight problem. And with that, Valentina steps into the room, slinks around the tables and plops herself down on the chair that Falco, or the stool that Falco was sat at earlier.
Garrett just raises an eyebrow.
No easy way to say this, but it would appear that, in fact, rather than telling you secondhand information, come in. With Falco still stood by the door, he's pushed aside by another woman who's clad in a long black cloak, her face covered with a mask, but she seems to have a bit of a limp. Relatively recent, as if wounded. She steps in, casts a quick glance around the folly, before her eyes fixate on the group. The woman bows her head in greeting. Just give me a moment. Got anything to drink, by chance? It's been a day.
I mean, this is a bar. Help
I
yourself.
got it.
Good lad.
Hobbling in, she sits on the side of the table, waiting for Cypher to bring the drink.
Does she look familiar or sound familiar at all, too?
Not at all, no.
Okay.
As she drops the mask for a moment, as she takes the drink, she can pretty much pass herself off as pretty much any woman in lower streets, but she carries a certain air of her that's similar to Valentina and Kara. So, your friend, the one we've been putting up for a few days, turns out we weren't the only people he approached.
Oh.
She takes another swig from the drink. There two other groups who have, let's just say, made contact with us in regards to your friend. One of them is no more. Let's just say that they were put down rather swiftly, and during the chaos, the other group decided to move in. The four of my other sisters along. They also managed to share the same fate. I am the last survivor of this little brawl, but this last group, group clad in blackened cloaks, swooped in at the last moment, kicked down the doors to our safe house, and extracted Mr. Kruger. I've followed them to a certain location, and then she motions her hand towards Valentina. That is when she contacted me. So, as it would seem, we know where Kruger is, but he's not exactly in our possession anymore.
Were there any other identifying features to these people besides blackened cloaks? Any particular weapons they use?
No. There are... So the first group who we managed to see off were a few associates of the court. Don't worry, they won't trouble you. We've made sure that the track goes cold. This other group... we know that there are a few mages with the group. They were not exactly covert in throwing spells around, but then again, in the confines of a safe house, I guess, was there no need for secrecy.
Did they have any markings or sigils or...
The wounded woman, who just takes another sip from her cup, shakes her head. To be honest with you, I didn't really see any of them. We were outnumbered, and already, there was just I and one other remaining when they stormed the place. Managed to play dead for a while. They got Kruger and escaped out the door. I dragged myself onto the streets. She taps an empty potion bottle at her waist. Had a little pick-me-up, and I'm ever so tired. If you have a bed here as well, by chance?
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
we will. And I'll look at that leg before you go.
You back, Jump?
Yes, I can hear
Alright.
you guys now.
So, yeah. There's a small safe house just to the southwestern edge of Lower Streets. And this is where we were told that they've taken Kruger. Numbers at least 7, I would imagine. At least that's what... At this point, the other woman's now starting to lose consciousness. Whatever effects of the potion or just the adrenaline fueling her starting to wear off, and she just sits down and begins to nod off. Valentina.
Oh. There she goes.
Yeah, she's had it rough. But yes, 4 of the other sisters have been killed. This group from the court has been seen off, and this just leaves us with the 6 or 7 of these black-robed mages who have taken Kruger. Whether or not they have some sort of deal with him, or whether he has information, all I know is that, Kruger handed out a few missives to several groups asking for transport out of Novostoya. We, the Ebon Syndicate, being one of them, but it's how we managed to catch him so easily. But it seems that after a bit of questioning there, he did put out feelers to other groups, members of the court being one, the Doctore being another. Valentina holds a... Sorry, go on.
Who the fuck is Kruger that he would dare communicate with these groups individually? I thought he was an illiterate pig.
Oh, he is. And with that, Valentina takes a scroll of parchment from a pocket and places it on the table. It's terribly crude, really written, but it basically says... Well, in fact, read it for yourself. Find out. It's intriguing.
Reza looks at the parchment.
In incredibly crude handwriting, it basically states... Looking for escape of Novostoya. Have information of Anvara. tiefling and other recent Lower Street happenings can be found here, and it gives an address of a hovel just further down the street. Profitable for me, for you, Kay.
Even though he doesn't know all of our movements and plans,
Correct.
he will have gleaned enough to make powers that be interested in our comings and goings, and the last thing we want is another armored monstrosity coming after us. Or enemies unknown. So...
Which is why I can say, from our side of the Ebon Syndicate, we don't care. We've seen what you're capable of, and hence why we wish to reach out a bit of an olive branch with this gentleman and offer him to you for, well, my sisters and those higher up wish to conduct business. I don't believe the court will be an issue. Again, I've already sent a few others to make sure that trail goes cold. The only last thing that needs tying off really is how quick we can deal with these black-robed individuals and the man himself.
Yes. Either we extract him or kill him. I would rather be able to speak to him and find out what he's told people and what he knows, who his contacts are, but if that can't be helped, his throat will cut as easy as anyone else's.
He'd look good buried in our garden.
So you know where this safe house of theirs is?
I do, yes. It was relayed to me. I can certainly guide you all there. And to be honest with you, I have a little bit of a bone to pick with those in the black robes for killing a few of my sisters. So if you wouldn't mind...
will be welcome.
Valentino offers a respectful and thankful nod of the head in response.
So, quick question, Valentina. Do you want us to leave one of them alive for questioning, or you good with, like...
I mean, if there is one available, by all means. But if not, then, I care not. At this stage, whatever they are doing or trying to do is no good for us here in the Folly, and certainly no good for the Syndicate.
Okay, so we'll put your sister in one of the bunk rooms. I will check her leg just before we leave. Just potions are good, but they don't heal everything. And then once we know she's safe and secure, we'll get our plans together and move out.
And clean up the last singular problem. Perfect.
Fucking Krieger.
So, with that, everyone begins to... you've got a few moments to gather anything that you may need. Valentina will relay the location of this safe house. Garrett, can I ask you to roll me a medicine check, if you'd be so kind?
Yeah. This always goes well.
Even so close, but a 12 is enough. Is more, you're pressed for time. Taking her up to one of the spare rooms, knowing that every minute counts, trying to catch Kruger and this band of black-robed individuals. So you stitch your leg together, disinfect it. It's not overly pretty. It's not the usual meticulous stitch that you're known for. But again, the leg will heal. And it's still damn sight better than 99% of any other medical attention she would receive in lower streets.
She'll have a scar, but she'll have full movement.
Yeah. So, with that then. First things first, we'll flick us over to lower streets. So, with is there anything in... Oh, sorry, go on.
I need a BRB.
Literally, just about to say, we'll head over to lower streets and then I'll call a quick BRB. We'll have a quick pee break and a refill of clock.
Love it.
Yes.
See. Refill. There we go. Oh, cheers, does. He's got me. All right. We will be but a moment. Boop. Enjoy the background while we BRB.
I'm back.
As am I.
Uh,
Welcome back, everyone. Cheers, dudes.
I have returned with an empty
Hello.
bladder.
Nice. I think we're just waiting for Reza and Vanya.
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, I'll go with the general spiel while we're waiting. So, as you open the doors to the folly and step outside, you're met with the first few drops of rain. The clouds overhead now darker than usual. The cobbles in front now starting to look somewhat slick. As while it's still a light drizzle, you know that the rainstorms of Novostoya can typically last for a week, 2, if things really get going. Yes, you bastards. Fuck you, Royal.
It's raining.
Thank you for pointing that out.
At this, Valentina glances over A moment. I'm going to change it to something a little more useful. She steps off to the side while waiting for Teresa and Vanya to make their appearance. It doesn't take long for Valentina to return, no longer in the usual entertainer's attire, but now sporting a little bit of armour across her chest and a more subdued set of clothes. A cloak wrapped around her shoulders, hood over her head. Shall we?
I'm
I
ready.
mean, you look the part. Whoa, okay.
Lead on.
Valentina takes a moment to ponder the route and then sets off at a brisk pace, walking through the crowds who are now starting to get pretty soaked, but again, they have money to be made and places to be, whilst a few do hide under awnings and tents that crop out from a few of the buildings. The vast majority of people just don't seem to care about the weather. Eventually, you reach, after, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes walk, you reach an alley, and Valentina pulls off to the left slightly and motions with a hand towards, see the building over there? Small bordered windows?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That the only way in?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to take a moment to have a look round. So with that, I'm going to give you a bit of free reign. To have a look around and come up with a plan on what you want to do. So, Cypher, what are you doing?
Cypher's skulking. He's like, oh, I'm going to go this way and see if there's a door on the back too.
As you begin to make your way around the building, Cypher, there are, on the southern side of the building, 2 windows, but they are well and truly boarded up. There may be a crack. There may be a crack you can see through. Around the back, no door, just another single window. Again, boarded up. Welcome back, Reza.
We doing a scout?
Garrett, from your vantage point at the top, you can see down. Again, no door, just another boarded window round about there.
Mm-hmm.
You see there was maybe a crack in the wall down here?
There's cracks in the boards to see through the window, but no cracks in the walls.
Oh, with my one beady eye, I take a little peeky.
All right, roll me a perception check. At disadvantage because you've only got
I've only
well,
got one eye.
one eye and it's dark inside.
Nope.
He gets a splinter in his good eye.
That's exactly what I was thinking. As you put your face towards the wooden boards and begin to peer through, you nudge around a little bit, and it's at that moment you get a splinter in your eyelid, your lower eyelid.
He comes back to the group, holding his eye, moping. Stupid fuck, yeah. There's only one way in.
Does it, sorry if any people have already asked, is there like a lot of people on the streets around this building or no?
No, it's very much an abandoned side alley.
So Reza will go over to Cypher and be like, and she pulls like this pair of tweezers out of nowhere, and she's like, "All right, tilt your head back, look up. Here, let me get it for you."
No, it's right next to my eye.
Hold still. Listen, I've done this plenty of times. It's been about 20 years, but I've done this plenty of times. Just don't blink, don't move.
Cypher goes limp.
Got
Right
it.
there.
Just tickle me. How many floors is this building?
Single floor. It's a single floor building. It's got a flat roof to it. But yeah, just a small single hovel.
A flat roof, you say?
Hmm.
I've had a funny idea.
Go ahead.
Desmond, you want to do something fun?
Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that cart over there would make a really cool battering ram, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck's sake.
And Desmond's gonna look over at the cart. I could give it a try. And is the cart? Alright. Is this cart? I'm trying to think. Is it? It's open like basically a big wheelbarrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I'm going to if I'm gonna smash the door in with this, well, I'm just. You know what? I think that what I was thinking of is maybe too dangerous.
What if you stick Reza on the cart and as you go through it, she starts blatting people with arrows?
Well, I was going to say you, and you could start doing the magic thing and blasting people, but
No. What if I got another splinter?
No, we don't.
oh,
We don't want the red to start leaking out to Cypher again. That's been happening way too often.
all right, I'll get the cart going.
I agree with this. I will supervise and follow in behind.
Do you want me to stand on the cart then and shoot people as we walk in? Is that what you said, Desmond?
Well, but that's what Cypher said.
Oh.
If you want to give that a shot, it would probably be very cool.
Might not be a sound strategy.
Before we go ramming... Oh, let me get that.
Garrett starts shouting across the alleyway.
Before we go.
Before we start ramming carts and the like into buildings, Desmond, give me a boost.
Oh, all right. Desmond's gonna go over to the building and basically put his shield above his head, and like crouch down a little bit to let Garrett step up. And once he gets up there, he's just gonna boost him up as best he can without, just trying to get him up on the roof.
I'm not going to hop up straight away. I'm going to have
A cheeky look.
peek my eyes over and have a cheeky look to make sure there's nothing up there.
Yeah, there is sorry, go on.
No. I'd finish speaking.
All right. So, as with your feet on the shield, as you're raised up, you quickly begin to peek over the rise, and yeah, there is literally nothing at all on the roof, apart from a few old, half-broken crates, with the exception of a small, broken square that, as you begin to look over and even further, it seems that it was once a skyline. Now broken, the water and rain obviously going through the broken window, but yeah, there is basically a small skyline of around, I would say, 60 centimetre wide, enough for someone to drop down.
Or sniper arrows through?
Yep. As for the position of said, it's about a couple of feet in front of you, Garrett. There.
What do you see, Garrett?
For fuck's sake. There's a small skylight. It's broken, so there's access. It might give someone a nicely elevated position to provide some support with a bow, for instance.
Desmond, can you boost me up too, please?
I hop
Two
off the
people just perched on Desmond.
Oh, I thought Garrett had walked off onto the roof.
No.
No, okay, I take it back.
All right,
You know,
so I'm
Vanya
still there
has
with the shield
ladders.
in place.
Yeah, Vanya does have ladders.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying them using Desmond, so
Actually, you know what? Reza's gonna kind of climb up Desmond and get on the shield, and then climb up Garrett and get on the roof.
So, with all this going on, it seems that none of you have really been, trying to sneak this. So,
Reza's trying to be quiet, so
yeah, roll me a stealth check.
And I'd already got off the shield.
Exactly.
Oh,
Or you can roll initiative. That's fine too.
Cypher doesn't mess around.
Roll me a stealth check very quickly, Reza. For a brief moment, you put your foot on one of the outer stones as you begin to hoist yourself up, and it just creaks. You hold yourself there for a moment, look around, over your shoulder at the rest of the group.
she just like freezes.
You're good. I'll let you go on without being seen.
Sorry, should I get down or should I keep going up?
Cypher just points up.
I'm gonna keep going up.
Garrett's just
Alright.
face palming.
So, as you get onto the roof, Reza, you tiptoe across and get to the skylight. It's here where you glance down and see let me quickly put you let's go for 15 feet up as you glance down through the skylight into the room below.
Right, so she sees 3 cowled figures at a table. So she's gonna hold her hand over the edge of the roof and hold up 3 fingers, indicating that she can immediately see 3 figures.
Hey Frank, how you doing, buddy? This is all down to you lot now.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna sneak over to this window here
Yep.
and have a little peer in the window myself. See if we can see how sturdy the boards are without making any noise.
Okay. So what you're looking into the room, or you're looking at at the actual boards?
The boards.
The boards.
That's what's in the room now.
All right. Roll me an investigation check, quick.
Oh yeah. Investigation.
Investigate. So, quickly looking over some of the boards, They are old, as if they've been here for 15, 20 years in the harsh Novostoyan climate. But it's a little awkward. But the very top board, you would be able to probably move without drawing any attention, giving you a view into the room. The second and third boards, the lower boards, they are well and truly bolted to the wall.
Okay, that's answered my question.
From Reza's kind of like a crouched position, glancing into this window, can she tell what kind of weapons the three people sitting at this table might have on them?
Yeah, I mean, to hand, they seem to have a dagger on the table to hand at the closest one. The other gentleman further away has got a long sword just resting against his leg. And the other woman, she too seems to have a dagger just the hilt poking out at the top of her robe.
Okay. So nothing that obviously screams mage. They all have physical weapons.
They've all definitely got physical weapons.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Because I'm so fucking good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Better than yourself.
Yup.
Against the candlelight, for a brief moment, you do see each of them flicker momentarily, like there's a bubble that surrounds them. Some sort of ward or shield is in effect.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, Vanya, what are you doing? You've been very quiet.
Vanya has just been, looking around, making sure that nobody was like coming down any alleys or coming out the door, but is like just kind of in the vicinity of where Desmond was, where they were going up, but kind of keeping watch and listening for any kind of orders that they might tell her to do. She saw the number 3, but was like, okay, what now?
Reza is going to carefully creep back to the edge and try and whisper down, see if anyone's there, and try and whisper to Vanya and say, magic shields, maybe.
Vanya is then going to cast. Where is it? Let me find it. Where is her telepathic link? And say, what'd you... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. Oh no.
Go on, man. You cast telepathic link.
To, oh, I just fucked myself, didn't I? To Reza and say, what'd you say?
My God. She thinks to Vanya, I said they look like they could possibly have some kind of magic shielding on all 3 of them inside that I can see right now. And they may have just felt you do that. Is Reza's back at the window now?
Yeah.
Does she see any kind of reaction happening? What'd you say, Joe? Sorry.
Oops,
I
sorry,
was
go on.
like, she's just like, oh, if they're mage, yeah, they definitely could probably feel me just then.
But luckily, Reza, as you glance down and look into the room, 2 of them are still there playing cards. The third one with a mug in her hand, she's just swirling it round and watching the game between them.
So they seem fairly distracted by the activity they're engaged in.
Correct.
Is the telepathic link still active between Vanya and Reza?
It is, as long as Vanya keeps it up, basically.
Vanya, if you can hear this, they don't seem to have noticed, but we're probably pushing it.
Okay. It's probably because I'm a little ways back, maybe. So, are you thinking I should not do this anymore?
I think you should tell the others it's go time.
Okay. Well, and I'm gonna break this so you can use your hand motions again. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
And she imagines a finger flicking Vanya off.
Reza,
What? You? What? Where?
Reza,
Yes, Garrett.
is the door barred?
No.
Oh, okay. She's gonna scooch over and see. No. I don't see a bar.
Does the door appear to does it have any magic feeling around it?
Roll me a quick Arcana check. So, from where you are, Vanya, there doesn't appear to be any arcane fluctuations nearby. So, no spells on the doors. You do get a brief resonance from inside the building, as if their magics have or are currently being used inside. But it's nothing over, nothing too strong.
So she's going to slowly walk, to not make a sound, over to them and whisper, "No, there's no magic on the door. But I can feel something oozing from within. That might be."
All right, you win again, you bastard. Fuck this, I'm going for a piss. With that, one of the gents gets up from the table.
Did we hear that?
Reza would. As she sees him get up, you may have heard a slight muffle from outside.
As she hears him say that, she will poise to shoot. And do a split shot at the two who are still sitting at the table.
Do you have split shot? I thought you used it.
Didn't we short rest?
No. Yes. You did. You did short rest. Everyone, yeah, you short rest overnight, we said at the start. So if everyone wants to make sure you've done a short rest, if you haven't done already. Oh, Thicket's on a long rest.
Oh, Thicket's on a lot. Okay, then
Yeah.
delete the split shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's just gonna shoot the bitch with the mug then.
All right. Okay. So with that, from you hear this shout of and then all of a sudden 15 is enough. The arrow is let loose and immediately punctures into the woman sat at the table. Rest of you, roll initiative.
Can Reza quickly follow this up with a second one or no?
It's part of an attack action, so absolutely.
Okay.
As the second arrow is let loose in quick succession, it certainly hits.
Oh, crappy.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough. You just hear this horrific scream now ring out from inside the house. And all of the eyes turn up to look at the skylight and see you, Reza.
That's fine. There's more trouble coming in through the door, I'm quite certain.
Mm-hmm. All right. Start combat, round one. Reza, you're, funnily enough, still there.
Oh, look at that. Here I am. I'm assuming they're bleeding.
She is.
That's two of those.
Mm.
So she's gonna keep going with Thicket and try to take that one out.
As she has got these two arrows in her, she immediately sees you, throws up shield. The arrow, as it comes down towards her, just seems to curve off a shield and head off an odd angle.
We'll try it again.
Shh. That one hits. It's enough. She drops to the ground. The stool or barrel she was sat on is upturned and knocked aside. And her associates are not too pleased.
Has Desmond not rolled initiative?
No.
No.
That is me done, then. Well, she's gonna just... She's standing in the same spot, but she's gonna crouch back down to make herself more difficult to hit through the skylight.
All right. With that, the associate who was going to go for a piss spins round, looks up. So are you dodging back away from...
I've not moved, but I've crouched down to try and make myself harder to hit.
All right. In that case, then, he is going to sprint around the corner. And it's here, you hear, "Oi! Oi, get the fuck up, you twats! We're being attacked!" Garrett, over to you.
Okay. Gonna move to the side of a door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wait for the big strong boy to get here and kick the door in. And I'm gonna hold my action. Should anyone stick their head out of the door,
Right.
they're gonna get a stabby in the facey face.
All right. The other figure can't really see Reza at the minute, so he is frustratingly going to do just that. He gets up, quickly begins to chant as he looks up at the skylight, sees that Reza's ducked back. "Oh, you just wait there, you fucking..." He opens the door, steps outside.
Welcome to Stabby Town.
Stabbed in the face.
It's enough. Actually, hang on. No, it's enough. Oh. So the first blade punctures into him. He didn't even see it coming. Almost runs into it.
Oh no!
I'm gonna take a punt and say that's gonna hit as well.
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 20 times.
Oh no. Garrett, what happens as this runs out the door?
As he walks out the door, Garrett's just stood here with his arms crossed and his blades already manifested. And as he runs through, I pull my arms to the sides and make like a scissoring action with the blade and just slice his throat. And his head just falls off.
His body goes limp for a moment before just dropping to its knees and dropping prone on the street. He is well and truly dead. Desmond.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Seeing this, Desmond is going to approach the door. That's 3 squares.
Carousel didn't load.
Okay. That's right. There's one movement. Action.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm seeing is this hallway to the back.
Absolutely. Yep. That's where. Okay, yeah, you're gonna go there.
Right there, and just basically be there. He has his shield and
Okay.
weapon ready.
All right. Anything else, or is that you done, Desmond?
I believe that is gonna be it. Desmond.
All right. Cypher.
Cypher's just gonna come trotting in behind Desmond.
All right.
And then get out of the way. And I'm just gonna hold a shadow bolt in case somebody comes around the corner.
Okay.
Like, surprise!
Vanya.
Vanya's gonna go up to the door to get closer to peer in, and can she sense like the magic that is in there and whether she would want to enter or not?
Absolutely. I can tell you straight off the bat, they are using mage armor on themselves, which basically increases their armor, so harder for you to hit, and magic missile against mage armor wouldn't work.
Okay.
But there's no other, and there's no other issues in. It just seems to be a safe house for all intents and purposes.
Okay. So she is going to step in
Mm-hmm.
and but kind of move. Let's see, is that too far for her?
If it goes
You can
yellow, then
stand
yes.
where Reza is, but she's
can- yeah.
on top of you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm on the roof, so you could stand under me if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
want to
I'll do
kind of
that.
get out of the doorway. And she's just she's going to cast a bardic inspiration on Desmond.
How do you inspire him?
Oh, let me see really quick. How to inspire. Desmond, since he's at the front, success only comes to those who dare to attempt. Hit him in the face.
That was the idea. Yes.
You got this. And that's it for Vanya. She's gonna hold an action.
All right. The other 3 currently sleeping cowled figures. Let's roll to see how long it takes for them. 4/R 1d4. All right. The end of their next turn, they'll wake up. At the minute, you just hear, like, "Oh, what are you up to?" What are you fucking shouting for, you silly bastard? Just 5 more minutes. Followed by, no, you twats, get up out of bed. Valentina will move in behind you all. She'll sneak in just out of the way there. Garrett. No, sorry, Reza. Over to you.
Okay, so since Reza saw, I assume she saw the guy run out of her vision
Absolutely.
going like that direction.
Yeah.
Can she, through this broken glass, kind of like reposition around it so that she has a better shot at things coming from this direction?
Yeah. I'd say from there.
Alright, so that's going to be her movement. And then I am going to hold an action with Thicket for the first thing that runs out of that hallway.
Okay. That you done?
That's me done, yeah.
All right. So, seeing that his companions are slowly starting to awaken, you just hear, how's it going in there? Are you alive? Yeah, fuck. Knowing that the other room's not safe, he's going to do something and hold a cast spell. Garrett.
And I'm just gonna ping myself because I'm not expecting it. Can't. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
6. And I'm just gonna post up here.
All right.
And once again, I'm gonna hold an action.
Fair enough. That guy is dead, so I can get him out of the combat. Desmond.
Desmond's going to just quickly over his shoulders to Garrett as he moves up. I think we might have to go in and get them. They can just hold up in there.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna come out to us.
So Desmond's going to peek around the corner
Okay.
and see if he can spot anything in there with a shield. So what he's going to actually do is he's going to peek and he's going to use his shield.
All right.
And if he can get a bead on anything, he's going to potentially round the corner. But he's looking for this person that was shouting from the other room.
Absolutely. Go for it. Move in. So as you see two people laid in beds who are starting to rub their eyes and wake up begrudgingly. Those two haven't clocked you yet.
Okay. So that's 5 feet of movement. I am going to... Where is it? Okay. Anyone who needs to... Yeah, just... Okay. So, Desmond's doing the mental math here.
Yep.
And he's going to... fire off quietness.
Okay.
So there's a thumping, a rhythmic thumping sound that starts emanating, and then it becomes silent around him, that everyone else is out of.
Yep.
And then Desmond's going to come around this corner as fast and hard as he possibly can. Just like rush whoever's there.
Yeah. He is going to try and blast you with an arcane blast as you run towards him because he was ready. 16.
No.
Just hits the shield, blasts off. All right. And you getting close to him. He's, oh, fine. Get up, you twats. Get him.
Wait, no,
He's only a
no,
little... What?
That doesn't come out of his mouth.
That's right. That's what he's trying to... He's trying to say it. He's screaming.
He just looks like a fish right now.
It looks like a fish at the result.
I'm pretty sure that ability, it takes my action, so I'm just gonna...
It does, yes. But regardless, he's there trying to bark orders out.
Yep. And that is going to be... That's 1, 2, 3, 5. He had his action. Yeah.
Any bonus actions? Oh, you're gonna move a bit more? You got it? You got it?
It's right there, so I'm adjacent to both of them.
Yeah. It's slightly off center, but yeah, I'll say that is that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, at least if he's going to get out of bed, he's not getting out this direction. And that, I think, is going to be good.
All right. Cypher, you've just seen Desmond rush in.
Well, he gets excited and he's like, oh, I gotta follow him behind. He comes skidding around the corner, slide, and he's going to shadow bolt this guy.
All right. He's currently prone because he's waking up.
Oh, it's
so
advantage.
You get advantage, yeah.
Just roll another one at normal, yeah. Take the highest one. 16.
Yeah, 16 is enough to hit him.
Yay!
He...
Good night, sweet prince.
What happens to him?
Like he's half in the process of sitting up and just gets whacked right in the face by a shadow bolt. And he just lies back down. It looks like he's just gone back to sleep. Although like half his face is missing, but you can't see that.
All right.
Party tricks, ta-da!
Okay. Any bonus actions?
No.
So sliding in, his face is just turned to mush. Vanya.
Vanya's going to join the party
All right.
and run in. And let's see. So she's going to look to her right and target the one that
It's still getting up.
that is on the bed. Yep. And she's going to cast Emotional Bewilderment.
Oh, he fails spectacularly.
She's going to yell, "Gratitude is a celebration we're all invited to."
I'm not even aware. What? Who says that when you're just waking up? I just, He holds his head for a moment, unable to comprehend what has just been spoken to him in his half sleep deprived state.
Then Vanya's going to, clear the path for the door, and kind of get up on the bed a little bit, like bouncing, getting ready to possibly jump on anyone if needed to be, and then that's her turn.
All right, so it was one turn for them to get up. So now, oh shit, they would be awake. And so the guy who's just currently got blood starting to trickle from his eyes and his nose from the cutting words of Vanya. He tries to speak. No words come out, and he sees the small figure next to him, completely unsure of what the hell is going on. Only knowing that you know, this is a fight or flight situation. What would you do? What would you do in that situation? Holy shit. He is going to just start fumbling around, chanting, and cast Mage Armor, try and protect himself. So you all, or those in the room, would see a ripple of energy.
He can't.
It's a verbal. You're right. So he tries, and it doesn't work. That's his action. There we go. So yeah, his action is to cast Mage Armor and realise that he can't do it. The other guy at the back, he will jump from the bed, come around the corner, see this shit show, and immediately dive back. And you begin to hear him. What can only be described as trying to open a lock. Valentina will just move a little bit too far. We'll just jump on the table and cover your backs. Reza, over to you.
Reza sees that the conflict has moved into the room, so she is going to, in her best vampiric form,
All right.
mist into the doorway.
Okay. You should just be able to
So
click.
she's now like right there, but on the ground.
If you click, it'll. Yeah. It does it for you.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the circle. I couldn't see the circle. Okay, so she's on the ground now.
Yeah.
She's gonna see this fellow sitting in bed. So she is going to Vampiric Mist was my bonus action, by the way. So then she's going to take. She's still holding Thicket, so she's going to take just a normal shot at the guy on the bed.
Yep. It hits him.
For 6 damage.
6 damage is. It's not enough.
She sees that he only reeled back and didn't fall completely down, so second attack.
All right. Second arrow let loose. 14 is enough. If he'd have had his mage armor, poor bastard. 2.
6
Done.
damage.
What happens?
He's got 2 arrows sticking out of his throat, probably, and he just like falls back against whatever kind of headboard is there, eyes staring up at the ceiling. And then she's. How much movement do I have left?
All of it,
Let's see.
I believe.
All
she
of
didn't
it, 'cause
move.
I did that. Reza
Let
is
me
then
get
gonna
rid of
go
that.
cozy up next to this fella and kind of give Desmond a hand, and she puts away Thicket and pulls the Malice Blade out in
Alright.
preparation for her next move. So
In the other room, you see the final robed man trying to fumble with the lock of the chest to open it. The figure next to Desmond, though, will, in frustration, slash out towards him. It's all he can really do at this moment in time. So with a dagger in hand, 15 clatters off the shield. And the look of disgust and anger beneath the hooded. He is pissed. He is incredibly annoyed. Garrett, over to you.
So, Garrett's just gonna come.
You can cut. I'll let you cut the corner rather than having to, 15
fine.
feet around it.
Here we go. Into the room.
Yeah.
And just walking at a steady saunter, not hurrying. Reaches almost behind his ear, scratching, and then wings out with a psychic blade.
Hey JJ, how you doing, buddy?
Sure.
10, sadly not enough. You hesitate for a moment with Desmond being there as the blade skitters off Desmond's shield from his assailant, but the second one finds its mark.
Baton.
For 8. God, this guy's got fuck all HP.
He's also. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ow!
But the question is, it is enough, just.
Okay. As the almost ice-cool like dagger buries into the guy's forehead, his eyes go wide for a second before he just collapses on the floor.
Oh, man.
And Garrett just keeps walking.
Alright.
And that is my turn.
Desmond.
All right. So, seeing that everyone else has been dispatched, Desmond's going to just move into the back.
Step over the corpse.
Yep. Just. Oh, that's here.
It's at this moment. It's at this moment, as you step into the room, the man flicks open the chest, opening wide, and he begins to try and jump into the chest.
I want to grab him.
All right. You
Like, just
Go
knock
for it.
along, like,
yeah.
all right. All right. T, what kind of attack are we looking at here?
Roll me a. In fact, let's go with a acrobatics or athletics check against his acrobatics.
Sorry, wrong one. I hit the wrong button.
It's all good.
Well, that's a bit better.
There's Solution's natural 20.
I got a 1.
There's Desmond's natural one.
Where's Smith?
Okay.
Where's the other bottom?
So, at this, the cow figure drops out of sight. For a moment, Desmond, as you grab towards him, you just end up clutching thin air. In fact, do you know what? No, let's do one better. You do grasp his cloak, but you end up going over with him. As he jumps over, the cowl figure manages to grab a rung on a ladder, whereas you, Desmond, end up plummeting past him into the ground below. So, hold for 2 seconds while I change this up slightly, because this has gone in a direction I was not anticipating. Desmond, roll me a 2d6, please. Oh, is it 2d6 or is it 1d6? Hold. It'd only be 1d6 actually, because it's not 20 feet. I'm going to choose the highest one because I'm an arsehole. So I would say you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down first into a small cellar with the cowl figure on the ladder just above you. In fact, let's go. Let's say it's 10 feet above on his way down. All right. Still you. Go for it. What do you do? This is your turn in full now.
Okay. Well, I moved and I tried to grab him, so that's really my action.
I mean, I'm going to say that the grabbing him was a bonus action due to the fact that it kind of occurred at the same. He did something at the same time you did. It was sort of out of turn, so I'll give you your action still.
Okay. But he's like 10 feet above me.
He's on the ladder, yes.
Okay. So I can't reach him because I'm small. So what Desmond is going to do then is he's going to try to grab the ladder and bring it down on top of him. Like
just start pulling it.
just like straight grab a hold of the ladder.
Yeah.
And just muckle onto it and try to pull it with him on it and just like basically have it try to drop the ladder on top of the guy.
All right.
Just get on top of it.
Sound like
just
a plan.
Pin him to the ground with the ladder.
Run me a strength check. Let's go straight strength, and I'll do a dexterity saving throw for our good friend here. Twist of fate. Give me a twist of fate. The yin yang symbol at the bottom. All right. You do pull the ladder down, but at the last minute, rather than crashing into the boxes, he'll just jump off. His survival instinct is kicking in pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That you done?
Yes.
All right. So back.
I'm maintaining my concentration.
Absolutely. Back upstairs. Vanya.
All right. Well, Vanya is gonna go squeeze by Reza here, and just kind of step on this guy just to squeeze by her. And since she wasn't in there, she didn't see where everybody went.
You would see the chest with the lid open.
So she's gonna go up to the lid and look down.
Okay. Now you are dashing at this point.
Oh, well, hold on, not dashing. Can I still see it like right there? Because then that would be my action if I was dashing.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, for you to get where you are there, that's the yellow part. That means you're dashing.
Okay, where was I without the yellow part?
There.
Well, okay. She's just gonna dash and she's gonna look down and she's just gonna ask, "Do you need any help?" And then that's the end of her turn.
Desmond. I mean, you can go down. You've still got movement. Desmond, what's your response?
Well, I don't have a ladder.
Because I can't hear him. I can't.
You can't hear him. Yeah, you're in the silence.
Everything that's happening down there,
shit.
it's in perfect silence.
Forgot about that. Oh man. So Vanya, as you look down, you see. Oh man, this is going to be sad. This is going to be really sad. The figure just immediately starts putting his hands up and shouting, "I'm done! I'm done!" No. Obviously, no words come out of his mouth. He will just start backing up into the corner, away from Desmond, with his hands up. Desmond, attack of opportunity. Any reactions?
I will use my attack of opportunities.
Okay.
Because that's how we do around here. Welcome to Nova Stoya, bitch.
Sensible bitches.
No.
Are you using the Sentinel, or is this just a normal normal attack?
That's just the Sentinel.
Okay. So that stops him from moving back. Is that correct?
It reduces his speed to 0.
Okay. So he'll. Oh no! 14 hits.
And I will do damage on the first one.
7 hurts. Through muted sounds, his hands now throw up in front of his face as the antique rattle crashes into him, and he starts putting both hands out in a symbol of a gesture of surrender.
All right.
All right. That's really all that he can do. Back topside. Valentina will move her in. So for the sake of you guys up top, would it be safe to basically say that you would all start moving down,
Well,
or...
Reza saw what happened, so she's immediately jumping down.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
so
yeah, go for it.
she's just gonna jump down there. I got an error token collide, so she's gonna just jump down and kind of
Yeah.
push Vanya out of the way and attempt to gracefully jump down since the ladder is gone.
All right. Roll me a acrobatics check. $10 or more and you're golden. Yeah, that's fine. You hit the stones below.
All
Safe
right,
and
and so
sound.
she sees the posture of this guy
Yeah.
with his hands up. So she's just gonna take she's just going to
Come on, out with it.
I want to say okay, so she's just basically gonna like try and knock him down and then sit on him and hold his
Okay.
hand so that he can't do anything.
Roll me an arm strike.
How do I do that? Is there a button?
There is. Quick way to do it. If it's not on hand, double click your couch sheet, go to inventory, unarmed strike. And then you can just hover over the icon, click the little roll button. Boom. Punch him in the face. Fuck.
I guess I would say she's trying to subdue him here, so
Yeah. That's fine. With the crit, I will basically say, do what you will.
So she just clocks him one in the face, and he like sprawls backward, knocked out, and she will puts her bow. She's just like, right, okay, and she obviously can't hear anything. Desmond can't hear her, so she just kind of rolls him over onto his stomach with like his face pressed to the floor, and sits on his back, holding his hand so he can't do anything.
Okay.
And just kind of looks at Desmond like, job done.
For fuck's sake. I dare say then, at this point, you all slowly, through your own ways and means, manage to get down into the cellar. Be it, the ladders... Should go on.
Yeah. Seeing that that's secure after he's pinned, Desmond would put the ladder back up and let people climb down so they don't have to hop into the basement. And also, as soon as he's pinned to the ground, suddenly the sound is restored. Well, oof. He's going to start dusting himself off and move out of the way.
Well, why'd he run down here?
Are there any other ways out? Anyone else down here? All I see is a pile of boxes.
I bet there's secrets.
Hmm.
Probably. But we can ask this one about it when he wakes up.
Can he still talk?
I don't think I broke his jaw.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
If not, we just have Vanya telepathic link him until he fucking gives it up.
I don't have any manacles, not real ones anyway.
Not to worry, I have this. And I lean forward and take the rope from my pack and bind his wrist together, and the string also, and I tie each one of his fingers to its opposite number on his other hand. Don't want you wiggling your fingers and doing any silly little spells now, do we?
Oh, that's a good idea. And Reza is still sitting on top of him, by the way, during this. Like she's not getting up. She's sitting on his legs.
Any other? He's got a couple. I would say about a minute or so before he begins to regain consciousness.
Should we gag him too?
How can you
Just-
tell us what we want if he's gagged?
Well, just like initially when he wakes up, so we can tell him what the process is going to be here, and then ungag him.
Like a power move?
Yes.
Well, while they're deliberating how to interrogate this guy, I want to go into this corner and see what he's trying to get to, like if there's a secret somewhere over here, like a hatch or something. He was trying to escape.
Like the big wine barrel on the wall. What's up with that?
Yeah. Well, that's my thought, but it's a little...
All right. So at the moment, we've got Desmond is going to be looking for. I'll ask for rolls and stuff in a moment. So Desmond, you're going to be looking for potential secrets.
Yeah, secrets.
Secrets. All right. Reza, what are you doing? Apart from, are you going to sit on him?
She's sitting on his legs, but she's also scanning like the wall in front of her, like this wall. I'm assuming these crates are stacked up against the wall, so she's just kind of like investigating that scenario.
Okay.
Maybe just kind of keeping an eye out for like any magical shit that might be on this wall.
All right. Vanya.
Vanya, since she knows like that they're linked to mages, she's going to be exploring to see if she can find any similarity to the sigil that she had found in the coin flow district.
Okay. Garrett.
Going through his pockets.
Going through his pockets. What, the mage's pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are shiny things in there that I want.
He's got 3 silver and a dagger.
I'll have it. I'll have it.
Do you want the dagger as well?
Yeah.
All right. Congrats, you've got a dagger and 3 silver coins.
Cool. For those times when my side daggers don't work.
Yeah.
I throw it at people.
I will add a second to. There we go. And last but not least, Cypher.
Right. Snacking.
Oh,
Cypher standing in the corner snacking.
Yeah. Yeah, he is,
Eating
actually. Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah, he's eating spiders in the corner. I think, oh.
yeah.
And then he just eyes that he notices that the mage is still alive. He's like, "Can I have that when you're done?"
I was saving it for you. Don't worry.
Cool. Mages make black chalk.
Oh. Oh. All right. So, in regards to rolls, Desmond, with Reza's help glancing around the room, I need you to make me a perception check with advantage, please.
Oh, okay.
Or, in fact, it'd be let's go for investigation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my fucking god! All right, Vanya, roll me an insight check, please. All right, 15. So, in the gloom of the cellar, you draw your attention to the large barrel. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. It appears that as you knock on it a few times, it's hollow. But peering through the cork, or the lack of cork, shall I say, it is just an old wine barrel that's been encased in the wall. You turn your attention to your left to the wine rack, and it's here you begin to see a few telltale signs of indentations around the edges of the wall, signalling that, yes, there is more than likely some form of hidden door or escape route behind this wine rack. Before you do anything, though, Vanya. Casting a quick glance over the man, you don't see any runes or any sigils of sort. But you are aware that, he is part of perhaps some mage coven by this point. And therefore, it would be in your best interests to be much more alert of the surroundings.
Like, that there's more?
Quite possibly. And normally
Or
where
are you saying-
where mages live, they usually don't leave the welcome mat out for visitors. They like tricks and things in advance to alert them that there may be. Yeah.
Desmond,
Yes.
if you do find anything, be very, very careful. I don't feel as though this was a small coven. And if you do find something, we may need to inspect it before going into it because it could be a trap.
You mean like the secret door over here somewhere?
There's a secret door.
Well,
Secret
I was going to ask Garrett because he would know better, but something's not right here.
No.
Reza can hear this because she's sitting right there, so she kind of busts in. You want me to start waking him up so we can ask him?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we
you
can-
just lie.
What?
I can
Just
make him
lie.
tell the truth.
Not in here. No, don't you dare. So Reza's gonna start like slapping the tush of this guy to try and wake him up.
While she's doing that, can I kind of sense what kind of, if there's magic around this secret door and what kind?
Roll me an Arcana check. Holy shit. Fucking proficiencies of this group. Yes, there is indeed a magical force that surrounds the door. But whilst not an offensive spell, you are aware that the spell that currently envelops this door is called Alarm.
Guys,
Mhm.
there's a spell on this door, and it'll send a signal if we open it, or it's the spell Alarm.
Mechanic question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would need dispel magic to get rid of that. I couldn't counterspell it, right? Because it's already been cast.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if we're going through, we better go through quick when we decide to go through.
Well, they'll
Is-
know we're coming the moment we open that door, so haste will be our friend, I feel.
Hard and fast, yeah?
Why don't we speak to our friend? And while we're at it, let's get oh, I've gone a blank on what her name is.
Valentina.
Valentina.
Yeah, she's just above, looking down the hatch. Do you want her to drop down with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a quick wave of the hand, Valentina scoots down the ladder. Garrett giving you a pretty good show on the way down. She drops to the ground just behind you, and you can see, just even though she's got a piece of cloth covering her mouth and nose, you can tell that she's giving a somewhat of a flirtatious smile. Here I am, and well, quick work of those upstairs.
It helped that a couple of them were still asleep, but we have one that's still alive.
Oh, good. Good.
This bottle rack at the end there. We believe it's a door, but my more magically inclined friends tell me that it's got a spell on it that will inform any inside when the door is open.
I see. Sadly, nothing at my disposal could really help with that.
So we're going to speak to this gentleman here. Menace him a bit. Get as much information as possible. And then you'll have your chance to ask your questions of him. Because I believe you had some questions that needs answering.
There are certainly a few, yes. Yes, well, in that case... And Valentina just hops up onto the crates behind her, crosses her legs, and waits for the show to begin. And I think on that note, shall we call a very quick pee break?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Not a bad shout. So, we will be right back. Put that over there. Alright. Won't be a second. Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ta.
I'm here as well.
Hello. Reza? No.
Apparently not.
Oh. I need a new bottle of grog, to be honest with you. I'm completely out at the minute.
Me too.
It's upsetting.
Mm.
Your spaghetti all upsetting.
It is. Very much so.
I had another bottle of that spiced apple Popperberg, and that was very nice.
Ooh. Suits
Ooh.
you, sir.
It's about as festive as I'm getting this year.
I had to put a Christmas tree up earlier on.
Oh, mate.
Why?
Because it's Christmas.
Do you
Yeah.
drink eggnog while doing it to get
No.
in the spirit?
No. No.
It's milk and eggs.
Yep.
You know, I
Oh.
never liked it until here recently because like, you know, I learned like if you just sip it, you just get a little bit in your mouth and you let it
Mhm.
linger for a little bit. It tastes better.
Ah, chum. Just.
I don't know why I tell you guys things.
It's not really
Did
a
it-
huge thing over here.
It's not.
Yeah,
No,
it's not.
eggnog's not a thing. Maybe in some households, but yeah, not. It's nothing I've ever really partook in.
Mhm.
Welcome back, Scum.
Now, if we want to drink, we just drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and say you guys with milk could be a no go.
Oh,
Yeah. I can think of funner ways to turn myself inside out, you know?
All right. Do we have a Razorback? No.
There's always one.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's like a seance, isn't it?
I know.
Can you hear me, Reza? Reza, are you there?
All right. So, with Reza slapping the behind of the mage, eventually he starts coming to. At this point, he can't really say a great deal. 'Cause did you put the gag in his mouth to start with?
No, she just brought it up.
No. Ah, welcome
But didn't
back.
do it. Hi.
So he's like a deer in the headlights look on his face. He begins to glance around the room, wiggles his fingers, tied, immobile. Fucking hell! You lot came out of nowhere, huh?
Funny that, innit?
Yeah. So, what now?
Krieger
Now-
through there, is he?
Go on, Garrett. You got a question as well?
Now, before we start, if you raise your voice, we'll kill you. If you try and cast a spell, we'll kill you. If you don't answer our questions how I'd like them answered, we'll kill you. Do we understand one another?
Aye. This Krieger, if that's his name, I don't know, is boss's guest. But yeah, I guess you've already found the door, so yeah, he's through there.
And how do you open a door without triggering the alarm? We know about the spell.
It's simple. You just dispel it, and then have one of the other lads to cast it back up again.
How many of you are inside?
What guarantee do I have that you're not, I'm going to tell you things and you're just going to kill me anyway.
I mean, that could be well and true, but it's not. I mean, your best chance at survival is helping us, honestly.
Aye.
Mm-hmm. You saw what we did to your friends.
Oh, I've got no doubt in my mind that you could, if you wanted me dead, the only thing that is stopping me from being dead right now is because you need to get through that door without the rest of the lads knowing that you're coming.
No, not really.
Well, can't say a man didn't try. Do your
Any
worst.
luck? Reza just continues to recline on his legs. Kind of looks at Go ahead.
Valentina.
Valentina raises a brow. Yes?
I know you have a way with words.
I do, but it's so much more fun watching you all do it. I don't want to get in your way.
Does no one... I can cast Zone of Truth on him.
Okay, but everybody promises to only ask questions to him, yeah?
Well, he's already told us how to get into the room and who's in there.
True.
And
Just a thought. Does anyone have one of those little rocks that the our friends had that dispelled magic?
that was a counterspell rune.
It's the counter spell rune.
Oh, all right.
I
Postman
have,
knows you go.
I have a crowbar if you need it.
How about this? How about the threat of death isn't enough? I can think of way worse ways of living.
You want to get through that door, and I want to survive.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally the only thing that I need. Is some guarantee that if I open that door, I'm gone. Because you say that there's worse ways of living. There's people through there who know things way out of what I do. So, if I'm going to let you in there, then I want to make sure that A, I'm away, and B, that you'll actually do the fucking job and get rid of him. Because otherwise, no offense, you've butchered a few of my associates, but I don't know you from shit. Yeah, you say you're scary, but I know what that lot in there can do. They scare me.
Oh, you wanted to be adequately scared? Scared? And Cypher starts transforming into the Inquisitor.
And Reza breaks out her deathly horror.
And Garrett slaps his hand over the guy's mouth so he doesn't scream.
All right.
I feel like they've got it. I'm not even going to do anything.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to roll the wisdom saving throw at disadvantage through all of this. just yeah, as I thought. He immediately pales, colour in his face, the bravado of whatever feeble resistance he thought he had just fades away, melts like ice in a furnace.
Come now, boy. You want to live, don't you?
All right. Okay. Fine. Fuck it. Get these binds off me, and I'll dispel the alarm.
That better be all you do.
It will be. I swear.
I'm
God.
feeling hungry.
Fuck
After
this.
all that exertion. And she starts plucking away at the strings holding his fingers with her appearingly clawed vampiric hands.
At this point, he is petrified. All semblance of resistance now gone. Hey, oh.
Good little mage.
As the last string is plucked, he'll stretch out a hand towards the door and cast. Granted, it's still on the floor underneath you, Reza, but from his position with an outstretched hand towards the door, he mutters a few words of incantation. Vanya, you would immediately recognise the sensation that this is indeed dispel magic. And with that, a ripple that only really Vanya could see crosses the wine cabinet. Hey, it's done, all right?
He did it.
Good.
Good mage. And deathly horror starts to fade away because it only lasts a minute.
Now, is there any physical traps on the door?
No physical traps on the door. It's just an alarm. It leads into the sewers, pipes. You push it open, and there's a pipe that'll lead into a sewer bit, and then from there, it's mostly blocked off. But there's a small entrance that leads into a coven. Yeah.
How many people are in there?
It's just 12, and then there's the boss, 13, and then there's the guy you're after. So, I mean, I don't know what state is in, whether he's chained up or whether he's even, I don't know. He might be 13.
Do you know what kind of deal he was trying to make with you?
I just wanted out. He just wanted to get out. I suppose he had some information about interesting specimens or something that we might be interested in.
Did you hear that? He called us specimens. That's not very nice.
Yeah, and something
Sorry.
about a tiefling and whatnot. That about the chaos in. Oh.
Cypher, do you want to help our friend up? And Reza gets off of his legs.
Cypher's turned back to normal, so he's just a frail little Cypher's like, of course, just take my hand, I'll help you up, and we'll get away.
Begrudgingly, he reaches a hand out, knowing he's got no other choice, and grasps your hand, Cypher.
As soon as our shadows touch and our hands touch, I'm slowly just gonna start leeching his shadow away. But like, oh dear.
His body starts to pale as his shadow is leached away. Eventually, the skin starting to crack crumble, and eventually his body just collapses to the ground.
I'll use his cowl to heap up the black ash and just tie it in a knot and stick it in like a little baggie on the side of the
Oh,
back
no.
of that.
You're getting better at that, Cypher.
Yeah, he didn't scream or nothing.
Yeah, maybe next time we should put like a tarp or something under them so you can just like bundle it up instead
It's
of
fine.
sweeping it up.
It's fine. And Cypher's like kicking the excess to the corner. Look, it's fine.
All right, good job.
Well, I'm under the impression I've certainly fallen into good employment. Valentina, at this point, is looking perplexed. Half intrigued, half petrified.
Hello, Valentina. I'm sorry I didn't see you there.
Well, it seems that my employers are eclectic bunch of individuals. I dare say it goes without saying that your secrets are more than safe with me.
Of course they are. And Cypher shape changes into the mage.
Of course they are. Reza grins broadly, her fangs visible.
All right. So, with the powdered remains of this fucking figure now cast off and in a baggie, what's the plan, all of you?
Baggy.
Well, I think we open the door and then Cypher, disguised as a cowled mage, will just stroll in and be like, hello, guys.
Sup? How's it going?
And then spring the trap, I guess.
So, what I will say is, at this point, you know, in spite of the somewhat hectic start, the sounds from upstairs have certainly, you know, not permeated into the lower chambers. So, it's, I dare say, a guarantee that they're not expecting you. So, it's entirely down to you guys how. Okay, so with the door open, let me whoop. Fade that out.
Oh, that was pretty cool. That was seamless, though.
Almost professional.
Almost professional.
It's almost
So
like
again,
you do this for a living.
I know. Holy shit. So yeah, this is entirely down to you guys now on how you proceed.
So Cypher's changed into the cowled figure that he's so unwittingly stuffed out. It's like, shall I just lead the way just so we can get the jump on anybody?
Yes, but don't go too far ahead. Remember, if you get hit, you get red on you.
Right.
Should we, you know, the ones that are upstairs, like some of us get those cloaks and wear those as well?
Ooh.
Not a bad idea.
And wouldn't hurt.
Reza runs back up jaunts back up the ladder and
Yep.
quickly pulls the three robes. How many of this? There's four.
There were
or 5
6.
dead bodies upstairs.
5 dead bodies upstairs. Yes, so there's 6 robes in total. Some have got red on them.
Yeah, she grabs the robes and like they're dark, you can't see the red, and comes
Yeah.
back downstairs with them, holding them out to people who want them. I think we've got enough for everyone.
Give me the cleanest one, please.
Reza kind of looks at the cloaks. She's like, okay, and she just randomly hands her one, like, no idea what's clean and what isn't.
I'm
Funnily
hoping
enough.
it's a guy that came off a decapitated guy, so it's absolutely covered.
No, I'm going to be nice to Vanya for a change. And the
Aw.
cloak that you are given is, again, these are all mages. These aren't scum. The cloaks aren't dirty. Apart from a little bit of dirt at the bottom, they are relatively well-kept items of clothing. But yeah, you are handed one that's, granted, none of them are completely clean. All have some blood and signs of battle on them, but yeah, you are given one of the more cleaner ones.
And she holds back because she knows that she shouldn't be casting anything, but she's just fighting, not using prestidigitation to clean it even more, and it's just all she can think about right now. But she's not gonna do it.
Okay. Reza has to step away for 2 seconds for lead doggy, so I will follow her up behind you all as you press on.
All right.
So yeah, as you step out into the central sewer part, Cypher, you see that there's a bit of a makeshift walkway and a ladder that drops down into the sewer.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah. And a little bit further down, you can see the entrance the mage spoke of.
Yeah, seen. The fuck is that growing in the corner?
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
All I'm going to say is you.
Yeah, you look at it, it doesn't seem to be moving for now.
Fair. Alright. So Cypher will signal those behind him that it's all clear without making any noise, because sneaky time. Try not to splash in the water too much.
Not to worry.
Let's wait for everybody to get down the ladder.
I'm going to leave Reza in that corner for now. There we go.
Just wait on Garrett to get down here, and then we'll go in.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm literally waiting on you guys.
And now they're down here. I'm like, okay. Let's have the stabby bonky people in front of me.
Alright, I'll move Reza up to the
Trade
other
you.
side there. Yeah, you've got free reign to position and move as you see fit. Glancing around the corner, Garrett, you'd see that the 4 of the Mage Coven are just huddled around a fire. Something's brewing in the pot. But they seem completely unaware of your presence at this time.
Take it where we are, it's pretty dark.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So I could move past the door without
correct.
So if I just pass. Melting in the shadows.
Yeah. Basically, as long as you don't, enter straight, they won't notice you. So yeah, you've got free reign to move around in the sewer area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to signal Desmond just to shuffle up. There. And then give everybody the ready signal.
What's the ready signal?
Okay.
Caca! Caca!
What could possibly go wrong?
Shall I go in first and get their attention, or do we want to just storm in?
Hmm,
You
Well,
look
I'm more of a fan
identical
of
to that.
just storming, but you know that's
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, I think sending in Captain Von Squish.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring Reza to there?
To there, yep. There we go. So Reza moves around into a slightly more advantageous position.
That way we're not all squished up behind each other.
What were you saying there, Vanya?
So
You're a bit quiet.
Oh, I was Garrett kind of said not to do that. I was trying to get Cypher killed basically by sending him in by himself since he looks just like that guy. It's probably not a good idea.
I mean, I don't know. It's on you lot. How you want to approach this? You know, do you want to send in their companion, or do you want to storm the gates, or do something completely different?
You could, and I'm going to hate myself for saying, send Cypher in to take their attention away from the doorway, and then we could just run in when their back's turned and fucking do some shankadoodle do.
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
Because he's going to look like one of them. And as long as he doesn't attack them overtly, they're going to think still one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, jump, bit more, you know. Get it out there.
Yeah, but I don't want Cypher to die and to have
And
that
if
on
it
my
goes wrong, I'm going to blame
conscience.
Jump. So it's fine.
Because it would totally be my fault.
So Cypher's gonna just blag it and just walk in like he owns the place
All right.
and just wander around and be like, "Hey, it's time to change.
I just step
Swapping
in.
guards, right?"
No, yeah. Fuck's sake. Is it that time already? I thought.
That's what I was told.
Did Tanan send you down? I swear to fuck, that's all he does. He's trying to get out of being on bloody upstairs duty. How's it going with the card game? Has he won out yet?
And I was like, "Fuck, his skin. He's lost everything, including his socks."
He had socks. Thought he brewed them
Well-
up a few days ago.
He had a sock, all right.
Alright.
You know?
Do you want some slop? We've not really got much in. We managed to catch a few rats. Thought we'd boil them up. Meeting's nearly done. Not
All right,
really.
yeah.
Not really got much to say on that. They've been in there for the last half hour.
I mean, no, Migs, no, never mind. They never tell us shit anyway.
Hey, you're not wrong there. So as this conversation's going on, what are the rest of you doing?
Are they all looking at me?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, is there anything in particular you want to know about the room cipher, or, you know?
Is this just like packaging and stuff under this? Just like
It's more so that you've got pile of old
firewood
dried
and
wood.
supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a mix of supplies and another another bedroll just with a leather tarp thrown over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously to the south there's the storeroom.
Okay, well. Mr. Stealthy's gonna sneak in
Okay.
into this corner over here
Yeah.
in the shadows.
In the shadows. All right. So you begin to sneak around into getting into a position while everyone's attention's on Cypher. Desmond.
Desmond is thinking that we're basically dealing with like zealots or something to that effect. So he's going to be ready. He can't get in there the same way Garrett is. He's going to hold he's going to ready an action.
Yeah.
If they become alerted, it's his intention to run in and execute the sweeping shield bash on the people around the fire.
All right. So basically, the way it's going to work is at the moment, because Cypher's managed to draw their attention, you'll all get a round of surprise. So you'll all get, a turn before they can do anything.
Okay. Well, then, I guess we're not being very subtle then. 2, 3.
I mean, that's if it comes, if as soon as blades start being thrown, it will go into, it'll go into initiative, basically.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna just have that ready to run in and do my thing.
All right, Vanya.
Vanya is going to follow Garrett's lead, and she's gonna just kind
Press
of
herself up into that corner.
into the corner and just try to just put her hands up against the wall and just kind of like melt into the wall, or so she thinks.
All right. Still
like
not...
Reza and Valentina both to be on the ready to charge in and do their
Yeah. In fact, we'll have Valentina that side to go in. All right. So this conversation's still going on between the 4 individuals and the disguised Cypher. Cypher, how do you kick this off?
He's eating his soup, and he goes, "You know, a bit crazy.
What's that?
Is if somehow somebody snuck in through the sewers and just ambushed us while we're eating this shitty soup. Be crazy, right?" And he looks right at Garrett.
He takes a couple of steps.
Yeah. Well, let's roll initiative first before that kicks in.
My initiative has been on fucking point today, people. Oh God, holy fuck.
Oh, I'm going to roll Reza. Jesus. All right, we'll leave Reza out for the minute. So, yeah, are you all happy with Garrett going in first? Or is there anything anyone else wishes to do to set this up?
No, I'm good with that. If it works better for initiative, I'll defer to him if you want to push me back behind him. In the initiative, if that makes it easier for you.
It's up to you two.
I mean, I'm good going first for a fucking sneaky beaky.
I mean, Garrett and Desmond are going at the same time, right? Because they rolled the same initiative, technically.
Okay, so yeah, go. You would act first. You have a higher modifier.
Okay.
Oops, not 3. God damn it.
You like it?
I am now, yeah. All right,
Cool.
go for it.
Right, so it's a surprise round. Do we get advantage at the surprise round?
I believe you do.
I believe that's how the mechanic works.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
That's one.
21.
Yeah, for this one, why not? Fuck it. 21 hits.
Cool.
So as he's got his back turned to you,
I reach round it and just drag a side blade across his throat.
Oh. It's not enough to kill him. You do seem to catch on some sort of leather at his collar, but it still cuts quite deep. That, on the other hand, will do it. With his throat slit. Go on, Garrett.
I've got I just can't speak. I slice his throat straight across, and he can't make a sound because he's already drowning in his own blood. He just sort of burbles and gurgles and just drops like a melting snowman. Festive.
Festive.
I came back just in time for the festivities. I love it.
You did. Bet you got a free surprise round, and because of the old distractions, everyone's got advantage on their attacks. So, Desmond,
I still got another attack yet.
go for it.
On his friend that's also next to me.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Delightful.
Send it. Oh.
I just stab my other side blade straight into his ear.
Oh. Again, not enough to kill him. He manages just at the last second to duck away as the blade cuts into his skull. Oof. Jesus Christ. You can't complain of your bad rolls anymore, Lee. This has been the crit set. Mate, fucking Foundry version 11 loves you. Loves you. Alright. So with the chaos now starting, Garrett slitting the throat of one of the mages and then stabbing into the second. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you good with that, Desmond?
Yep. Yeah, I'll go after
Okay.
Reza.
Okay.
Over to you, Reza.
Okay. This fellow here, right in the doorway, he's gonna get the good news of Thicket.
Send it.
Oh wait, no, you said these are attacks at advantage,
Correct. Yes.
so I'll do a second one.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What happens to him? That's the freaking outright.
It's just an arrow to the back of the head, and he just like slumps forward. And I'll the compatriot that's standing over here next to Cypher.
Yeah. As the first guy's dropping, the second arrow's already in flight.
He will also get the good news of Thicket.
3d8?
Huh?
Why did you do that?
Wait, 3d20? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, so, yeah, I'm not sure.
I rolled at advantage. It shouldn't have.
The third one was a 6, so.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that. So, yeah, so, I mean, again, 28 is enough for 11
points of
damage. So, the as the body of the first guy's dropping down, the second arrow vroom, flies over, slamming into the back of the last cowled figure. Oh my god.
And that's me done.
All right, Vanya or Desmond, who wants to go next?
Desmond will go at this point.
Okay.
And that's going to look like... Sorry. 1. Trampling over him.
Yeah.
I'm just going to whack this guy.
All right.
Or not.
You didn't roll with advantage.
No, I did not. Still no.
It's actually enough. They've not got their mage armor up. Their AC is actually 11, being unarmored.
That's a 10 on him.
What happens to him?
Well, he has just been shot in the back, and then the mini bulldozer that is Desmond runs up and just swings wide and sweeps his legs up from underneath him. And as he does that, his legs just give out. His head falls before the rest of his body, and just there's a sickening crack as he whips his head into the ground. And he is motionless. So that's my full movement. I got an attack off. I'm pretty sure that's the entire action for Desmond.
All right. Vanya.
There's so many things that I want to do, but I don't want to waste. So I'm just gonna target this guy right in front of Garrett.
Yep. All right. Blast out with the arcane kaleidoscope. This definitely hits. What happens to him?
He just kind of falls to his knees and hits the ground, but just kind of like, because he hits it so hard, he just kind of like, his face just kind of skids.
Boom.
And you hear
Oh.
as it's rubbing across the floor. And she's going to move right here, peer around the corner,
Yep.
and see that somebody is in there, and then kind of move back, and then
Nope.
and let the group know that somebody is in there. There's somebody in here. And then she looks up, she's looking, I'm pretty certain there's people up there too.
All right. Valentina will move in. She'll hear that. Can she reach the guy? She can. So in that case, hopefully, having heard that, Valentina will blow you a quick kiss, Vanya, as she slides in.
She'll catch it and put it in her pocket.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then rolls like a DM. Bullshit.
Multi-attack at least. Come on. Dual wield at least. That'll do. We'll get it on the backswing. So damage isn't going to be great. But she does have, since she has advantage, Fucking sneak attack. Still not enough to kill him, I don't think. Oops, Nope, it's not enough. Yeah. Okay, so as Valentina slips by with a quick 2-stab into the man's back, she critically wounds him, but not enough to bring him low. And on that one, I dare say, the ruckus now caused begins to get the attention of those around. So those who can hear will roll initiative. Reza, over to you.
Okay. Okay. She heard Vanya say there's a room and an up there, so she is going to move 15 feet up into the doorway to get a better look around, and then does this ladder just go up to an open ledge, or is there like a doorway?
It's open ledge.
Okay. So, since she's been making a lot of people bleed, she's gonna vampiric mist to the bottom of the ladder.
Yep.
And climb up it.
All right. The quick jaunt up. You are met with the 2 robed wizards who are one currently filling out bits of paperwork on a desk and the other one stacking a few odds and ends.
So she'll like the fellow directly in front of her, she just lets out this hiss at him and strikes out with Malice Blade.
All right. 13 is enough. Still not got mage armor up because they were not expecting an attack.
Yeah, and I think she would just be striking one-handed right now because she just
Okay.
climbed up the ladder. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to not versatile.
And the blade carves into the mage, cutting into her side quite deeply.
And she's going to slap her other hand on the pommel and swing it back again
Aye,
for
aye.
her second attack.
11 is just enough.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah, their AC's 11. With no mage armor.
Paper mache.
They've got no armor.
It's doing
maybe.
-1 to my damage.
Uh,
Because my strength is -1. It's not rolling my dexterity.
it's not rolling as dex, that's fine. I can sort that quickly. Dexterity, done. So add
At
0.
least 2.
Yeah.
At least 2.
Do you want to re-roll it?
Sure. The latest one or both of them? I'll just do both.
Just do the latest one. No, just do the latest one.
Okay.
Yeah, so just add the one on. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'd take it down to... So yeah, even factoring in the other one, it'd be... Yeah, still not enough to kill her, sadly, but pretty damn close. Even adding on from the previous roll as well.
So she's just standing at the top of the ladder now, like, with a sword in her hand.
Yeah, and this woman's just trying to pile her guts in that have now started to spill out of her stomach.
That's me done.
Garrett.
Right. You know what?
What we thinking?
The little ring hasn't come up for Twilight Step.
Just try clicking. Yeah, it's the damage with yours.
Yeah. So there.
Surprise, bitches!
Okay, I'm gonna do something really fucking stupid now.
Go for it.
I'm gonna appear there, and I'm gonna do my damage to the one that Reza was attacking. So
All right.
4 points damage to that one.
Which... oh, I get to do fucking cool things that I normally don't get to do. Because it's a different damage type. Yay! Alright. In fact, I think I've even got a better one than that. But do continue.
Did that knock him out? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Marvelous.
Yeah. 2 HP left.
And this fella in front of me.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
Fucking awesome.
That's...
12 points of damage.
But why?
We sure Lee didn't hack 11.
But why? Why are you so mad?
Don't be mad.
Don't be... Oh my god. Alright.
Okay. And seeing he's not fallen over yet, I'm very disappointed about it. By the way.
Yeah. $18 hits. For 7. I would say that does it.
And with my remaining, well, with my full movement, because I misty stepped, I'm just gonna blink into this little doorway here.
Yeah.
Behind cover.
All right. Oh, there's for some reason. Forgot that wall there.
It's not 100% didn't see anything. I saw
There's nothing there. You're so good.
I know.
All right. Shit. Fucking crit session. Any further actions, Garrett?
I don't have a button I can possibly press.
Okay. Do you just want to, while Desmond has a consider on what he's doing next, do you want to discuss on or talk about how she froze to death?
Well, if you want to describe that, I can wait.
There you go for it, Garrett.
Okay.
What happened with that?
Okay, well,
Because that's new.
channeling my Fey ancestry powers, I have an ability called Twilight Step, which is very similar to Misty Step, which adds a damage component of cold damage. So Garrett basically turns into a winter mist and then disappears, then reappears in a flash of well, not a flash, of an explosion of mist that super chills anything in its area, and this poor wretch of a fucking maid it's flash frozen in position like a horrible morbid statue of a frozen agony.
She makes a good statue. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. I'm glad we finally see a little bit more of something on the opposite end of fire. Makes a pleasant change. All right,
Oh, baby.
Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
What's going
Can't
over?
have this person yelling or anything.
No witnesses.
Pretty much.
Yep, that hits.
I hope so.
what happens?
Well, facing off against Valentina, this mage is dumbfounded, starting to turn around to look at her as Desmond just walks through the door and then nonchalantly just hits him in the ribs with the mace. And they just buckle in like an overripe pumpkin, and he just drops. And that's it.
Like a sack of shit into the ground.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And that's the end of my turn.
Any further movement? You wanna work?
I'll just take my remaining 5 back towards the
Okay.
door.
All right. So that cowl figure is no longer in the fight. That one no longer in the fight. That one no longer in the fight. With all immediate targets gone, I will say you can all continue through and reposition as you see fit to probably the end of the corridor where Garrett is.
Yes.
Reza's gonna move quietly with her blade in front of her.
Do what?
Is there anything in this bookcase here? Anything, or the other one she walked by? Just kind of give them a once over as she walks by them.
Yes, there are papers and books.
She just kind of puts an arm behind the papers and books and just like dumps them into her bag as she walks by. For both bookshelves.
Okay.
So I'll put her like the back of the pack kind of because she's just emptied
It's
both
stuffing-
bookshelves into her
stuffing
pouch.
things in.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you all Rainbow Six, it is very SWAT-esque. As you begin to approach the corner with Garrett at the front, you'd see a ladder leading down into what looks to be, from where you are, Garrett, an old wine cellar. Again, there's similar to the room above. There's a multitude of barrels that have been sank into the wall. More than likely all empty now. How do you proceed?
Gonna come around the corner. Not down the ladder. I just want to be
Okay.
at the ledge.
Just
behind
have a-
this
have a
wall
look.
top.
Yeah.
Have a little glance down. See if there's anyone in this first part of the corridor.
Not a sausage.
I'm gonna check the ladder for any trapperoonies.
Roll me a perception check.
Same shit.
$22. The ladder is definitely not trapped.
Mark. Gonna move down. And very quietly move up to this edge.
Okay.
A bit of a throat on me.
It's so good. So, Garrett,
Mm-hmm.
as you step forward, you get to the edge. Just as you're about to lean around the corner to see what's there, you put your foot on one of the tiles and it moves. not moving in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that if you take your foot off, it may trigger something. Just to show, I did a perception check on something, so you only found it at the last minute before setting it off. What's the plan? Call for the rest? Or remain where you are?
I am going to hold.
Holding?
Looking for a button.
Bitch is probably gonna try and disarm it while his foot's on it.
I mean, there's a chance.
Yeah, yeah.
But first, I'm going to. Is that what I want? No. Is that what I want? No. Is that what I want? No. Okay, there's no way of doing this. Ionic whispers. Oop. Yes, Okay, Foundry, don't argue. I've used my free Sonic Wisp, but
Yeah.
as it's written, I can use it again, but I have to spend a Sonic die to do so.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So if I remove a Sonic die manually,
Absolutely. Yeah. That's not a problem at all. So yeah, just shoot, don't consume. That's fine.
save changes.
We can sort the maths out in a minute.
I've already done it.
Sorry. Okay. Boom.
So
All
now
right.
I'm in contact with
With everyone.
with everyone,
Okay.
and it's not magic, it's Sonic power.
Correct.
And I would just say, I've stepped on something. I believe it's a trap. I could try and disarm it.
Are there any more around you that you can see?
Good question. Is there any?
There isn't. No, there's just the one in the corner that you're aware of.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Desmond's gonna go grab one of the bodies.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
While
It's my intention to drag a body and to put in place of Garrett for the trap.
Body
Okay.
weight for body weight. Indiana
So-
Jones it.
Yeah.
while
go.
he's doing that, Reza's gonna kind of come down here
Mm-hmm.
and just go like kind of cover Garrett and Desmond
Okay.
as they're doing this, and like she's got her bow and an arrow cocked, keeping an eye out for someone attempting to interrupt this operation.
Okay.
And gonna try to let him down very gently, so it's not like a big thud there. Just we're gonna just try to like Indiana Jones this thing though, like put the body on there so Garrett can step off of whatever it is.
Literally letting the bodies hit the floor. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to jig you all around a little bit.
Yep, do what you gotta do.
So with, however, you don't,
Body
you don't,
swap, a sweet piece body swap.
you don't want to be there, Reza.
Okay. Good to know.
So, with this body, in fact, I'm going to let you two describe on how this swap, how you change the foot for the body, and then I'll tell you what happens afterwards.
So, what Desmond's going to do is he's going to prop this body up as best he can behind it, like he's holding it up and it's kind of wobbly. So, he's trying to time it. So he's going to. I'll let it go forward onto to where your foot you've stepped, so you can back off of it, and if we can just shift, hopefully, like I don't think it can press any further down.
I lean over and put one arm on Rez's shoulder to balance, lift one leg, so Desmond does really slide the body underneath, whilst keeping the weight on the floor tile.
Okay.
Okay.
Then when the
So
body,
Desmond will
oh god,
put him on the ground and kind of like push the body forward, like one of those. What is it? Not ballast. I'm thinking of the things that they used to like blow up the battlements on like Normandy and the beaches. You know, like just
Bangalore's.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Just like just like
Yeah.
that.
So all I've got images of you just trying to push this corpse, and almost like a maggot, it gets caught on a on the ledge of the tile, folds up on itself for a moment before just bleh.
Yeah.
Does a roly poly.
All right. So with this, Garrett, it gives you a chance to remove the other foot from the pressure plate.
I don't just lift it straight off. I sort of slide ever so gently off, just
Yeah.
removing my weight a little bit at a time until all my weight is off the plate.
So with that, it now gives you a moment to fully take in what this is. And with the body now resting on the plate, Garrett, you, with a brief inspection, begin to see that when the weight's removed, the entire 4 stone fucking words are difficult. Stone paving slabs in front of you would give way into a pit.
Yowza.
But
You're right. I really didn't want to be there.
but as I say, that's kind of what's underneath there at the minute. With the body on, all of the mechanisms are still in place to keep the stone tiles there. So whatever the corpse is remaining, you can cross it absolutely okay. But I will leave it semi-transparent just so you are reminded it is there.
Okay, now knowing what I'm looking for, I'm going to be checking even harder for traps as we go around this corner. Da-da-da-da.
It would be here that you all would start to hear voices. Hushed voices just talking amongst themselves from the room ahead. Again, another raised area of this cellar. But Garrett, you just see briefly over the lip of the ladders the head of another cowled mage. As for traps, with you looking up and down, you're absolutely confident that there is nothing further here. Apart from, telltale signs of some acidic liquid that hug the corners of the small corridor that you're in. But not enough to cause any issue.
We live in such a lovely city. It's just a lot. I just want more.
Vanya, anything that springs to mind for you in the back there?
She's just wanting to get close enough to to cast something. But she's also going to feel if she feels any kind of like magical traps or things like that around.
Roll me a quick Arcana check. So you wouldn't get a feeling for any traps of sorts, but the feeling of arcane magics in the air is starting to grow stronger the further, the more you continue down this corridor. giving you the impression that there's a good chance you're pretty close to the main chamber, or the lead wizard of this coven, his personal chambers.
Can I sense of like any kind of like enshroudment of like a spell or something that might possibly be within his chambers that we would be walking into?
You don't feel anything like that. The reason probably being that most mages are quite aloof, and wouldn't expect anyone to make it this far. At least, or again, if they'd have heard or been alerted, it could have been a completely different story. But at this moment in time, no, you're pretty confident that there are no countermeasures in place that he's set up.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna say real quick, Reza has moved to like right where she is on the screen, and she's got an arrow cocked and aimed at the
Okay.
top of the ladder. So if anything pokes its head out, it's getting an arrow to the crotch.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, through the link, I'm just going to say to everyone, there's a ladder going up. Get behind me, and we'll be ready to move. You'll know when.
Can I speak to you through this? Can I?
Yes, you can speak to me, I can speak to you, but you can't speak to each other.
Cypher goes, I got a different type of distraction if you want.
What's that?
I could bring forth a little helper to help us, and that definitely be a distraction.
I mean, you think it'll work?
I think they might shit themselves.
When everyone's in position, do it. Sounds better than what I had.
Okay.
Garrett.
Vanya.
Yeah, she's talking to him through the telepathically. If
You don't need to
somebody,
whisper, it's in my head.
if somebody could get like an eye, or like before we get up there, I can cast like silence to make sure that kind of like enshroud them in silence so that they can't cast on us. If you could give me an eye.
Don't actually have that eye in my pocket right this minute.
Well, I mean, like if somebody like gave me the layout and told me where to cast it.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
understand what
didn't
you're saying
mean
now.
a literal eye.
With you, I
That is very fair.
Problem is, all I can see right now is a ladder.
Do you
But
think
don't
you
you
were
need to
stealthy enough?
But don't you need to be able to see where you're casting a spell?
Possibly.
You would have to, you would have to be able to see where you're casting a spell. Yeah, it's not. You can't just be like, oh, I'm over there. Yeah, you have to kind of see the point you cast a spell at.
I guess I could go up the ladder first and then cast it. Or come up behind whoever's gonna go first.
Well, Cypher's got something he was going to send up first.
Well, we could create the distraction for me.
I think once Cypher does what Cypher's going to do, all sense of subterfuge will be lost.
Yeah, but they won't be able to cast spells back because they'll be silenced.
They
I
won't
mean,
be able
yeah,
to
do
cast
it.
spells back
Do
if
it.
they're dead, too.
True.
But what if there's a ton of them?
Yeah, we can't have a group conversation psionically. I'm just realizing this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
be quiet.
One-way thing.
It's on use. Cypher's good to go whenever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a spellcaster, you know. I don't know what's up there. I'm not a spellcaster. I was just going to throw the Lao coin up and get a description of what was up there. But Cypher's idea was better.
All right, I'll play it by ear. But not a literal ear. Like the eye.
So Cypher's just stood there like, yay, nay, maybe?
Yeah, just. Anyone got any objection? 'Cause-
Did we hear that in our heads?
yes.
Objection to what?
Cypher doing whatever Cypher was going to do, cause a distraction.
I love it when Cypher does things. Yeah, I'm up.
Cypher's just like, yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. No one else answering, so.
Someone needs to do something.
Yeah.
Make a decision.
Points,
Make a decision and go with it.
and we shall summon a Wraith
Or-
of Omen.
All right. On the ledge. Where's it
on
going?
the ledge. Yeah, because that's all Cypher can see, the ledge, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But like,
So,
surprise!
what does this look like, Cypher?
It literally crawls out of a shadow, and it's like a half skeletonized, half material like shadow thing. It kind of looks like oil crawling, or an oily figure crawling out of a shadow until it takes like a semi-physical form, and then it just kind of screams and attacks the first thing that's fucking next to it.
You just hear, what the fuck is that? What the... And with that, that would certainly be... combat. So, what I'm going to do is, at this point, because this one's going to be a rough one, I'm going to call it there, and we can start next session in the thick of it as shit kicks off. Absolutely ended on combat. Yep. And at the start of this, because this could be, we've been going nearly 4 hours, and this would be a rough one. And there are a few figures in there who I think you guys are certainly interested in getting some payback on.
Good.
All right. So, with that, anything anyone wishes to bring up?
Not really. Nothing besides the usual.
Send it then.
See you next time on Pariahs.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. The fight against Kruger and his cronies. We shall see how that pans out next week. I say, because like that, it was getting on a bit, definitely getting on a bit, and give them more time to consider and have a think. I think they needed it. It was pretty rough getting back into it after the break we've all had. So, I mean, this fucking amount of crits. This session was silly, absolutely silly. I mean, let's do a very quick count, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crits this session, and fucking Muggins here is the only one who gets a crit. No, I got a crit actually, and it was Scobsu who got the crit fail. Bloody hell! I see how it is, Foundry. I see how it is. All right, on that one, I'm gonna click us over to the end scene, and we'll. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I've won D&D now. That's it. I'm done. Time to get in dice. You're not wrong, mate. All right, let me head over to the old ending screen. Bye-bye. Everyone, once again, thank you ever so much for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed the session, and hopefully we will see you all next Sunday for episode 38, and also coming soon. Due to the setup of the start of this session as well, there may be some Saturday streams also beginning. So look forward to that. Anyway, on that one, I'm going to mute up, find someone to raid, and I will see you all very soon. So ta-ta for now. Bye!